Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss about command line. For your first command line experience now, maybe you have used the command line before. Or maybe you have used it by accident, or you were copying and pasting command from the internet in order to get some kind of a device to work. If that's the case, great. If you never used it before in your life, that's okay too, because you're going to use it now. Now, in terms of using the command line, if you are running Linux or Mac OS X, then it is as simple as opening a terminal window. If you're using Windows and you want to connect to a remote Linux server in order to use the command line, you'll have to use as application like PuTTY or something of that nature. Or you can use virtual machine for Linux. And now we're going to run some commands with task. Now we don't necessarily need to understand what these commands are, so the following commands are given. And the first one we will start with is, who am I? Now, what do you think this command is going to do? That's right, it tells us who we are. We are the root user. The next command is, ls. Let's run this and see what it does. We have added a few files so you can see some sample output. This command will list the files in the directory. The next command is pwd. This happens to stand for print working directory. We are in the working directory of root. The next command is last. And this command shows us the last person to log in. It will also show the last time the system rebooted. We will use last command with less commands so we can see output top to end. So this is us here logged in as Oasis. So you can see we are still logged in. The next command is uptime. So this Ubuntu has been up for couple of minutes. As of right now there's is one user logged in, that's us up here. And then there is load average. This is the load that the system is under. So if you have done all that, congratulations. You have run some commands on a Linux. Now I am going to give you one more command. And that command is clear. When I hit this, everything on the screen is going to go away. And that's a great way to kind of keep your screen blank. And so you can focus on what you are working on. Now towards the bottom, I suggest running man in front of various commands. And this is something you are going to do often. So let's try. So I am going to run man command right before who am I. Now what's really happening is I am running the man command. And I am specifying who am I as a parameter. But you are not going to get into all of that. We are just going to keep it light and easy here. So when I run this, it is going to open up what is called a man page. That is the documentation of the command. So I can see that the name is who am I. That's command. Print effective user ID, so print who it is. Description. Print the username associated with the current effective user ID. Same as IDUN. Well, who are me is little easier to remember than that. And we can scroll down and we can see a little more information. But let's move on the next one. And so I hit Q to jump out of there. Let's do man ls list directory contents. So again, here's the synopsis. We can run it. We can specify options, and we can specify a file. The description lists information about the files, the current directory by default. Sort entries alphabetically if none of the in these options here. This option here specified. So here's an example of an argument, right here, this tech A. And we are going to go down the rabbit hole just a little bit, but that's okay, stay with me. Let's run ls tech A. Now we see some stuff. We see these dot files. As they are called, these are hidden files. But by using tech A, we were able to see them. So we have really just scratched the surface of jumping into the command line, but let me reiterate. It's not something to be scared or afraid. It is a very powerful tool. But as you continue your training, I think you will find it is a very useful tool, and I think you will find that you become more and more comfortable with it, and you will find it is truly indispensable. That wraps up this lesson. Please subscribe my YouTube channel, also like, share and comment. Thanks for watching.